Hey, John, how's it going? Hey, Joe, how you doing? Wilmer! There he is. Hey, Dave, how are you doing? Sparky, how's it going? DC, good evening. Jim from the Great White North, huh? You and Sparky, of course, you're on different sides of the country, though. CP368, how's it going? Bang got you, Junction. Carl, how you doing? Um, it has been a rare day today. One of those days where you struggle with every little thing, even to plug in a cord. You know how those days are. Hopefully, well, maybe you don't. Maybe I'm the only one. That's good to know, John. Dwight, how's it going? Give everybody a couple more minutes since I didn't make an announcement beforehand. Been a quite busy day. Hopefully, nobody forgot. And there better not be any issues tonight, because I'm plugged into my internet with a Cat 6 cable, so plugged into my router. So I'm hardwired. Nope, not relying on a signal. Hey, Martin. That's true. That's what subbing is for, so you will get reminders. Although, sometimes I don't get reminders. I'll go in and have a hard time. Yeah. I'll have a hard time getting reminders sometimes. Sometimes I'll just open things up and try to get to the live stream of whoever's doing it. And even finding how to get to their live stream once it's started is just, it's not easy. It's not like it pops up right on the front page all the time. It's very strange. No, that's only 2 minutes, so that's not too bad. I started this exactly at 6 o'clock my time. I'm glad Dwight. Yeah, sometimes I just don't get notifications from people I'm sub to, even the notification bell. I just don't get them sometimes. I don't know why. Dragon Lover, how's it going? So, I'm glad to see everybody's in here tonight. Don't forget On Track Tuesday next week's with Dave Thurber at the Crooked River in Eastern. So, yeah, see, Joe, yours just popped up here. So don't forget Dave next week. So what I thought I'd do tonight is start. First of all, I'm going to make a little plug. I know with Father's Day coming up that a lot of you guys, and Nisi, you can buy some for your husband. You want to buy Flying Crow merchandise from my Teespring account. You can get coffee mugs, shirts. So look at that. Get my Flying Crow shirt, my yellow one. You can get all kinds of tote bags and stickers. So you want to go to my Teespring account and purchase Flying Crow stuff for Father's Day. I know you can. So with that shameless plug, we'll continue on. One thing I thought I'd show you just in the beginning is I have been working on my I've been working on my cement plant, and I just want to show you how much I've gotten done so far. Now I am going to try to change cameras. So when I change cameras, Jim, you're not. Yeah, I don't know, because you hadn't paid for it. That's why. Just because he's family, he thinks he ought to get free stuff from him. So I'm going to try to change cameras and see what happens. Hey, Steve, how's it going? And we will. So hopefully I don't lose anybody on StreamYard. Look at that. It changed cameras without going crazy. Oh. See, now look what happened. There we go. The picture comes up, and then I have to click. Then the camera goes off, and I have to click Start Cam, which is silly. I don't know why that happens. So this is, let me pull it back. So this is what I've gotten so far, my cement plant. Um, I've got one building left to build, the one that goes here, and um, and that's all I have left to build. But I still got some more painting and weathering to do and that kind of stuff. So just hey Jerry, how's it going? So this is I just finished painting this. I don't know if you can see it, so you can see how it looks all bright and clean. That one I've weathered. So that's what this one will look like eventually. Of course, I hadn't put the windows in yet either. So, and I'm missing one window out of that one. So I think it just fell out because I thought I'd put it in there. So I got the conveyor done here, and then I've got the silos done. There's still a couple things to paint, like this conveyor. I still need to paint it. I just put it together last night. And that's it. And it needs to, of course, the silos need to be weathered and all. But this is the, thanks, Nisi. Appreciate it. This is my cement plant so far. I know it'll look a lot better too once I get everything scenic, all the dirt in here and the cement roads and grass growing up, weeds growing up, and cement trucks surrounding it and that kind of stuff. That'll make a difference. One thing is I found Rust-Oleum. Now it said it was chrome. It's just in a spray can, but I don't know how well you can tell on camera, but that is the most beautiful metal colored paint I have ever used. I mean, and it looks like metal once you get it painted. So it's a good metallic chrome finish. Now, I'm not going to leave it that way. I'm going to weather it. So but it's tin or aluminum. You know, the house up there too, and then probably the little bins on top, the little storage bins on top. They were probably something like what do you call that steel? Sorry. Mm-hmm. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So if you ever need some metal spray paint, that Rust-Oleum Chrome Silver is just, and I thought it did probably one of the best jobs I've ever seen, and it goes on really easily. So just can't say enough good about that because galvanized. That's the word I'm trying to think of. Thank you. Galvanized steel. That's probably what those bins are. Be. So I'm gonna weather them a little bit, but this corrugated here I'll probably rust up and things like that. So it's probably tin or something like that in the real world. So, but the galvanized steel wouldn't rust. It would just get dirty and dull and maybe a little faded. So, but I personally like to start off with an original color and then weather it from there. I don't like doing the weathering at the same time as painting it the color. I like to weather it after I paint it like it's new. So that's just my preference. So anyway, this is from here it goes into the rotary kiln, and that's it. I was going to motorize it, but I don't think I am right. At least right now, I'm not going to motorize it. I mean, I'm not going to have much moving on the layout, but the trains. So, but I have left the roofs off in case I want to, motorize it, and then of course I'm going to put some lights in the buildings as well too. So. All right, so let me set that down so I don't make you dizzy. And I am going to move the camera around, and there's a ground level view of everything. Hey, Pappy, how's it going? Randall, how you doing? I'm going to move my camera around, and we're going to operate some trains this evening. I figured everybody might like to do that. So let's see. Let's see if I can do it. And at the same time, I tell you what, I'll switch my camera back. And see what happens. How about that? I haven't had to do anything yet. That's the good thing about StreamYard, because if you're just doing directly through YouTube, you can't switch cameras. At least I haven't had any luck doing it. So maybe y'all have. But StreamYard, I can switch cameras and without any problems. YouTube, it seems to just, everything just falls apart when you try to switch cameras. So I am going to set my computer here. And I don't know. I'll see what the view's like when I change cameras again. There we go. Yeah. So I might have to angle it down a little bit. I've printed out a manifest so that I can run a train this evening, and I'm going to cheat on a couple things, so y'all don't look. Just look away while I cheat. And the reason I'm going to cheat is because I'm still waiting on my some new switches on the other end. Hey, John, how are you doing? Grandpa Rails. Heading back to Tennessee, checking in. Well, thanks for checking in. Nisi, I'm just using the free version of StreamYard. I actually like the little duck head in the corner. So, and I don't use it often enough to where that I run out of time during the month, because I think you're limited to a certain number of hours a month, and I don't ever use all that time. So the free version works just fine for me. So what I'm going to cheat on, because some of my switches at that end are not installed yet, I'm going to have to use the 050 switcher to put the cars on the track. So, like I say, you can just turn your head while I do that. Seven. I know it's terrible, isn't it? And I can't get this one on. It's always a stubborn one. Okay. So I hope you. Maybe that was so far away that you couldn't see it. That would be really good. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my Jeeps up this way and get them to the front of the train. So and I forgot to uncouple them. And I still haven't got my power booster back from NCE, so we'll see. We'll see how long that takes. In the meantime, I've got to start this switcher up here and move it while those guys are coming up the track. So. So can everyone see everything okay? I've got one pickup and it's on this track, so I will I'll make sure I go pick him up once these get past here. Put your visor on. I can go down a little bit with this camera now. Since so that's my new wood chip hopper that I just finished. Finally made it to the layout. Alrighty. Now I got to back up and pick up those other cars down at that end. Yeah, Sparky. No, CP. CP is not allowed. Steve, you too. I think Wilmer, you are. I think Wilmer is an administrator on my channel, so he can start kicking people out. Anybody that starts talking about CP, and KCS changing to CP gets kicked out of the live stream. There we go. So, what I like to do, and if there were more people operating here aside from just me, what's the engine between the KCS? Are you talking about this one, Nisi? The colorful one? Yeah. Okay, so that is my KCS Bicentennial unit, and you can actually Google those if you want to. KCS Bicentennial. They were a contest done by that was won by a 5th grade girl, and she was the one that designed it, and so that's why it's all different colors. It wasn't just red, white, and blue. It was a million colors. I actually have both of them. KCS had 2 Bicentennial units. That one's the SD40-2. It's number 642, and they also had an SD40, which was 616. So that's what they are. All right. So, you know, I don't know, Heath. I think if I was doing it over, there'd probably a couple things I would do differently, but I've I've got a good amount of track. I figured Partridge Family. Okay. Uh, I've got a good number of industries to stop at. So overall, I'm happy with my layout. Yes, there's probably a couple things uh, that I might would change, but um, overall, I'm fairly happy. Never, Steve. I am not putting in a helix. Dave, I remember the bicentennial very well, and I remember seeing those engines too, painted like that. So it was kind of funny. Uh, I'm going to go ahead and stop my train, and what I'm going to do, what I like to do, is, and if I had more than one person operating in here, I would I would have somebody working the marshaling yard over here at the paper mill as well. Let me see if I can get my camera at a good angle for my marshaling yard. Um, so what I'm going to do is, and see, I can barely see the screen. Maybe I should make the screen bigger. But when I do that, I can't see the chat. So what I'm gonna do is have my switcher over here assemble the pickups and get them ready for the train that's going to come and pick up the um, pick up and drop off here. So this switcher, I've got a switcher that actually switches the paper mill itself. So this is these tracks are pick up and drop offs for the local, and then I've got two tracks into the wood yard, and then down at the other end, I've got four tracks for the mill itself. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna use this switcher and assemble what's got to be picked up. And if we have time, we'll do switching in the yard itself. So in the paper mill yard itself. So um, all right. So what I'm going to have to pick up. See if you can see it a little bit better. If I can turn this just a little more. Getting this camera's just kind of sitting up here, so getting it just right is kind of funny. Um, what's going to be picked up by the local when it comes by is this one. My two ICG wood cars, my Santa Fe boxcar, and my Mopac. So I've got some things to assemble. Like I said, I've got to get this and this and these two. Oh, and the BC boxcar. So Jim, that's for you if you're still on. I do have a British Columbia Railway boxcar here. So. All right, so let's get the switcher busy doing what he needs to do. And I will escape and go back to my like I said, I can't see this. Yeah, I can see better now. I took my glasses off. I've kind of been limited to switching down here at this end of the layout because I've got to use my plugged-in throttle until I get my smart booster back from NCE. So I'm going to pull the whole string out because I got to get those two ICG wood pulpwood cars in the back. This low pack pulpwood, this one, and this one. 2, 3, 4, 5. This one. And then the Santa Fe boxcar in this string. So Monday night, I actually switched to the yard also, and it's great because JMRI will allow you. What will happen is you'll pick up cars from here, move them around in the yard, and then drop some more off back here, and so then they're picked up and taken to wherever they need to go. And I'll try not to get in the way of the camera. I hope we have time, but it doesn't look like I'm going to have much time. I'm going to be able to get the outbounds assembled, and that's going to be it. And what I can do, since this camera's movable, I can just come down here and give you a ground level view of what's going on. Now it's like you're really there. Yeah, it's kind of good to get a ground level view once in a while of what's going on. All right. So now the SP car, of course, has to be put back, and then I've got to drop this one off. And then the same with the wood chip hopper. I'll have to put it back and then grab these three. Hey, every once in a while, you can find a BC car down here. I couldn't make it this far down. This is, believe it or not, this is a Broadway, my Broadway Limited engine. I finally got it back after 5 times back to Broadway Limited. 5 times. But it seems to be working really great now. Actually, I think the only part on it that's original is the shell. And maybe the frame. Now these 3 will go there. So, Steve, you'll notice, Steve, that you're not watching paint dry or glue dry. Isn't that great? All right, now let's go to track 14 and pick up the Santa Fe boxcar. I know, Steve. I am. I'm breaking the trend. I don't know what's going to happen to our on track Tuesday gang. Oops, didn't quite make it. There we go. Yeah, Steve, it is. Nisi can hook us up if you want to watch Blue Dry. Okay. Yeah, Steve, this is their actually their newest decoder, the one with the keep alives on it, even in the switches. So, and that's one thing they replaced. They had to replace the decoder. Um, like I said, the only thing that's original to the switcher now is the shell and the frame. So front and back trucks have been replaced, and the wheels and decoder, and so. Well, thanks, Tennessee. Yeah, to me, this is it's most fun for me. I mean, I like switching. That is operations is the best part of the layout for me. Yep. I got a plastic coupler on this box car, and I got a. And it doesn't hold real well. I'm slowly changing out all my plastic couplers to Katie's. Cerro Industrial. I don't think I've ever heard that term. Actually, Wilma, I don't know what Broadway Limited uses for their decoders. I don't think that they use TCS decoders. I think it's their own, and it's to me it sounds really good. I really like it, especially like I like the horn. So yeah, I did. It took 5 trips to get it fixed. Yeah, Paragon. That's right. Uh, I think they sound great. I don't have any problem with their sounds myself. And now since everything's fixed on it, I really like it. Like I say, it is a brand new decoder though that they put in it. So their latest version, I forget what it is, but whatever their latest version is. Well, now, Pappy, I have another Broadway Limited switcher that I have had no problems with. So I don't know why. And it's older. It's actually a probably 5 years older than this one, and I've had zero problems with it. So. All right, so I got my pickups done. Let me get my switcher out of the way. All right, I'm going to cut my boxcar loose right here. Yeah, switch back. Now, I've got that done. I can bring my local around and drop off the cars. And we'll just move the camera and catch the local coming out of the yard. How about that? It's going to wave hello to the rail fan holding the camera. Yeah, Ian, I don't know. I had problems other than the decoder. That was one of the problems, but so. All right, now we'll catch it coming around. See my little paint marker there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way to the other end and put my caboose on the back of the train that I've got assembled down there first. That way I get my caboose taken care of. And remember, when you're on the main line, you have to call dispatcher for track and time if you're going to be using the main line to do some switching. So just remember that. I did call the dispatcher, and he approved it. Funny, Roy. Roy Container Man. All right, we're going to slow down just a little bit. Back up and put my caboose on the end. I don't know how well y'all can see down there as far as the cord will stretch. And I'm going to push those cars a little forward. Oops. I've got a derailment. Oh no. It's terrible. You saw it here live, folks. All right, so I'm going to push those up. All right, so KCS boxcar and the Port Huron. So the wood chip hopper goes to 15. So we're going to put that back first, the Mopac wood chip hopper and the KCS one both go to 15. The other two cars go to 14. So if you don't know how I'm numbering my tracks, this is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 on my wood yard tracks. So. Yep, looks like they did fine that time. Okay. All right. So it looks like finishing this train up is and getting it back on its way is all we're going to have time for. Alrighty. Hard to see what's going on, but there's kind of an overview if I pick up my camera. Let me set it down again. And we'll have a train coming by in just a minute. So what I'm going to do now is just run around on the main line and come and pick up my train. And we'll be ready to go. Let me move my camera here. Well, at least we got local, got his job done, even though we didn't get to switch the paper mill yard. So we'll have to do that another time, I imagine. All right. Wigwag Workshop, how's it going? We've been switching my paper mill. So I'm just about to pick up the pick up my cars that need to go back to the yard. Rail fanning a little too close to the tracks. we'll look at it. Here's another plug. Flying Crow merchandise. Plastic couplers. I have to take care of those. I've got a couple that I've found tonight, so now I'm slowly but surely getting rid of all my plastic couplers, like I said. But Flying Crow, not Fat Crow. So, guys, it's heading back to the yard. I think that's going to wrap it up for the night. It's almost 10 after. I can't believe it. So, all right, John, take it easy. I'm going to wrap it up here. Like I said, if I keep my plastic couplers not working. So, you guys, any other questions you might have? If not, we'll just call it a night. I can't believe it went so fast. So, and it did go quickly. So we'll leave you with the view of the caboose going off into the sunset. Sure, Roy, you take it easy. Thanks, Ian. You guys take care. Bye, Nisi. Y'all have a great evening and a good rest of the week. God bless everyone. Yeah. How many operators can I fit? No telling. I wouldn't have more than 4 in here at one time, though. Y'all take it easy. KCS Caboose, Roy. See y'all.